if this is a traditional list or how normal this list is or why it made it or anything like that. In chat, they seem to say this was kind of outdated and there was like escape shift and stuff in the deck now. But like, I honestly generally don't win the games with fields that I play these Yarok decks. I actually don't know if the field package is even good enough to play. Every time I win these games with this deck, I'm just casting Yarok and going so big they can't control it. Which is why I struggle a lot versus the Esper decks and the decks that can keep Yarok off the board. Like, I felt pretty good versus the red decks, pretty good versus the Scape Shift decks, okay versus the Vampire decks, because like you have some Disfigures and Grazers and stuff, but honestly not very good versus Vampires. But pretty good versus the Bant decks that are just ramping as well, because obviously Yarok ramps better than them. They have Nissa, you have Yarok, and a heads up battle Yarok generally does more. So I don't think this deck's tier 1 or anything. I just think it's incredibly fun to play, and I like it, and if we get the right matches, we'll probably do okay. If we get the wrong matches, we'll probably whine a lot like yesterday when we got the wrong matches non-stop with the blue-white deck. But yeah, it's a fun deck. I think it might be slightly better without the field setup, but I want to try it. I have personally not tried this build of it. I've only watched Darby play it. Yeah, well, maybe the queues are going to be too long. I forgot to change my basic lands, but those are good enough. Hmm. Alright, well, these queues are going to be mind-numbingly slow, so um, maybe we'll load up Arena and do Vampires between rounds, or maybe we can just change the plan and play Vampires? I don't really know, but I don't want to wait 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 minutes a queue. We'll set through this one since we're already like 4 minutes in, but we'll probably definitely just vamp it up in between on the other client. I apologize for anybody who's sitting here being bored and or watching a YouTube video for this. I promises I cannot help it. Playing Yarok into Asian is some kind of fun, by the way. We love to have the fourth one in the sideboard. Not sure about these foreign Mordigos, but like I said, we struggle with a few certain decks, like the Kifus combo would probably be very strong versus us and stuff, and the Mordigo really helps in those spots. I'm probably pronouncing the names of these wrong, but redneck, yeah. I want to cancel this and just get back in it. In theory, if we were waiting for somebody, that shouldn't put us at the back of a line or anything. We're just waiting for the next available person anyway. But the reason I hit cancel is because there are some bugs sometimes. So like maybe it was just bugged out. Who knows? Definitely gonna open arena though. Red-green spells. Well, none of those are things we can get with vampires. Wait, we can get vampires with this. Hooah. Oh, I can't see chat like this. What a travesty. Joink? No, don't full screen. That would be aggravating. In theory, we should be able to finish vampire matches and get back to our other match. Oh wait, we only have 5 minutes before we time out in the other match now. Maybe this isn't a great idea. This hand's fairly weak, but we're on to play. On the draw, I'd mulligan it, I think. Probably mulligan any 4-land hand on the draw. I'm not really even sold on Volna. Awesome 5th land. They have Opt, there's a good chance that this is Nexus, and we just don't have the tools to beat Nexus. That's kind of cool. I don't think I have that. Is that one you have to buy? Interesting. What is the correct play now? Kind of feel like it's just playing this. Confident attacking Gnome's right. Because by the time we beat through this, we'd be dead anyway. Whereas if we draw like a Seeker next turn, and like all they leave up is a Root Snare or something of that nature, we would still have 7 damage to kill them with. I'll check on Arena, but it's not flashing on the other monitor or anything, so. We're 10 minutes, or like 9 minutes and change in queue now. That's If they have double land, that's going to be miserable for us. If they have single land, it won't be too bad. They officially can't Nexus of Fate this turn, so I guess we at least have that going for us. But the odds of us getting an additional turn seem next to nothing. We have an opponent, so it looks like we're going to be duo queuing. On the positive note, we don't have much to do on that game. We will play first. Sounds fairly weak. I think I'm going to mulligan it. This sounds fine. Put one of those on the bottom to start. I imagine we're just dead. I'm sorry that I'm not letting you guys like watch them combo us. That's a little unfortunate, but it's still fine. Yeah, they kill us, they kill us. I want the extra time for this game. So I think their black mana is more important. And I want to go ahead and do this because I don't want to give up my scry. And anything that's not a green mana is insta bottom. We can do better than that. I said green mana, but I have 3 green mana. So I'm 100% dead over here. Again, I'm only not conceding over there because we're duo queuing. It's fine. Kind of sucks, but it's still fine. I guess I play this first. Doesn't matter what order, I guess. Hopefully they don't make us discard this. Kinda can't kill this right now because if they do, we get our agent back. I don't think they want us to get that agent back. Sorry, opponent. I know you're bored, but it's the nature of the duo queue. That's unfortunate. I'm definitely, if they tick up, going to exile my Grazer. Because it is a meaningless card at this point in the game. It's kind of interesting. So they lose one of their boluses here, their choice. I don't care about my zombie at all. We'll take the Memorial to Folly, I guess. So I exile something. So I'm probably just going to exile like this Blast Zone. I don't think it's going to do anything. This puts back into my hand right for 3 mana, so I still have 4. So I only have 4. Is this only sorcery? It is not. So I can use it in response to that. I'm not sure how they come back from here. Because even if they flip that now and get back the other bolus, we can kill everything. They can't get back any of my creatures, can they, because of the Memorial? Like, that's how that works. Yep, that's how that works. I came really close to cutting that Memorial to Folly. Pretty excited that I didn't. Alright, so what do we do now? Hey JJ, what's up, my friend? So this is hard for them to block. I think this is pretty good for them or against them. Obviously, don't care about my disfigures. These are white or green, so that doesn't help. These don't help. None of this other stuff helps. Okay. So what is our next worst card? Honestly, it could just be a shifting Ceratops. It might not be what we're trying to do in this type of match. On the draw, I think I'm going to cut one of our blue sources. Probably just going to cut like the Memorial to Genius. Actually, I'm probably going to cut the Blast Zone. Blast Zone doesn't seem like it does a lot here. We're way dead over here, JJ, but where we got stuck duo queuing because our arena queue took like 10 minutes. I'm just abusing what time we have left over here. So what have you been into, JJ? So how we sideboard versus Simic Nexus. That's what I'm trying to say. It's relatively easy. We want our Duresses, we want our D-Sparks, we want our Noxious Graphs. We may not have room for all of them, but those are the types of cards we want. We obviously want to get rid of all of our other removal, because we just don't have better removal than it. And I typically cut one of the weaker creatures. So now we're going to be doing the true duo queue. This hand's not very strong, but I do think it's above board for a keep. That was the very thing I was complaining about last night. That even though I'm kind of playing a lot right now, I still can't figure out what the meta actually is. Guess we'll start with that one. Clearly don't want that. You technically attack for more on turn 1, and I'm not worried about my life total, so I'm just going to go ahead and shock and slam. That's the type of card we'd like to draw versus them, which could have been an argument to play the Memorial to Genius on turn 1 just because of that. So I want to play my land and then the rest. Just in case they have something silly, I don't know. Oh wow, they have a lot of good cards. I'm not sure how we really beat any of them. I guess we take this. Or this one. I guess I have to just take that. I want a potential green source for the following turn, so guess I'm going to do this. That way we still have Assassin's Trophy if we need it. That is something that I probably want an Assassin's Trophy. Now, giving them an extra land seems just terrible. Well, we missed our land here, which sucks. I don't think it's worth me using the Knight's ability, because I think they'll just Root Snare if I do. Apparently I'm wrong. Well then, I don't think it changes the clock. I guess that's a better way to say it. I think the clock remains the same. And they have that blast zone over there too, so I'm just SOL. I basically had to draw my land that turn to have a chance. Pressed F6 over here like 3 times. I don't know why it didn't work properly. Just gonna discard this. That was a mistake. That was a pretty clear mistake. Yeah, well, they have to take turns or have a bounce spell now. We've did everything we can do. Well, that was kind of interesting. Could have Bedevil or something. I want to see what maybe they take the damage. But I'm certainly not going to hold it back because of that particular reason. Yeah, they've got a Search for Azcanta now that's flipping, so there's a good chance the game's over there. So we have 7 here. They get a Nexus, because that's what they're looking for. They did not get a Nexus. They still have another 4. They did not get a Nexus there either. Not blocking with the Grazer here because I want something that I can discard to Bolus if they play it. Yeah, well, we won that game. So we're going to take the full amount of time to sideboard here. We're hoping they don't have a fault erasure, I believe. Chandra the Infernal. That's kind of interesting. Crycanarium. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end the duo queue after this, even if we do have to just wait an hour for a match. It doesn't matter. This duo queuing like this isn't fun for me or the viewer. I don't think. Erasure. What was I saying? Oh, that's what I was saying. It's kind of interesting to me that they'd even put Blood Sun in their sideboard here. Like, I'm not really a field deck. Maybe they think they can beat the non-field things. That's unfortunate. That actually hurts. Lord, no. I don't want you to get that back. Sounds good. Ish. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Blue, green, colorless, and this. So we know they already have the answer for that, but that's okay. They attack for the same amount of damage, but this one can attack through silly 1/1s. So I guess I'm going to play it. I'm going to hold the Grazer for a lot of reasons, but the biggest of the reasons being because it doesn't do anything. We have Assassin's Trophy if we ever need it. That was really good for us. They didn't have Growth Spiral. Our opponent's got a Chandra that we know about. So it kind of confuses me a little bit. Let's play my turn over here while I'm thinking of that turn over there. They have something here. Just jamming this into Chandra doesn't feel like it does anything, so I think I'm just going to attack. There's an argument that I should have killed that. So they have a Blast Zone, again, pretty bad for me. They now don't have the mana, so that's kind of interesting. They can't kill that, so... Maybe they're going to bounce it back and kill the Storm, but that'd be all their mana, so that's nothing I'm worried about. Oh. I punted this game, didn't I? I guess I'm just going to kill this then. So they're definitely going to use this now. So what's the correct play for me? I guess taking this up is. It ensures that if I untap again, I have enough damage to win. I'm going to finish this turn now. They're down to 5 mana, so that's pretty good for us. Then we're going to play this too. Okay. I want that. I want that. So pretty excited about both of those. And we won this game over here. Alright. Back to Plat 2, and we're going to stop. Sorry if I wasn't really looking at chat. I was super afraid of timing out either of these games. Okay, cool. Well, we are now going to exit this and scoot this back over. And then I'll read chat and stuff now. I'm sorry about that. Um, they are, but they're not two different triggers. It's you do this, like you do descry, and then you choose. So like, um, you can say yes or no after describe, but it's all one trigger. Like I can't respond in between them. Okay, unless I'm mistaken, we didn't we see our opponent get a Chandra earlier, and they just refused to play it all game? I'm not sure, but anyway, ground out. Oh, we have an opponent instantly now. It's not the same opponent, so that's cool. Yeah, this sounds fine. Be nice to get some blue mana, but we have a ramp spell, we have 2 lands. It is, but it just feels like they could have done something with it at some point. If nothing else, just play it, tick it up, and soak up damage for several turns, you know? But no, 100% agree that it not being able to kill elementals is real. Especially, you know, considering my deck's got the 12 elementals or whatever, but come on, dogs. Don't always have Steamkin on 2. We can't beat Steamkin on 2. This hand really didn't work out for us. Probably don't need a second black. Red Rover, stop having Steamkin on 2. Thank you. Little red decks are what we lost to earlier, 4 in a row. This is pretty bad. It's hard for me to believe that they're not going to have another spell here. I feel like this is going to do nothing and that I should probably be using this. But playing this doesn't feel particularly good here either, does it? I'm just going to play this. I'm going to tap the right mana. Okay, well, apparently I'm wrong. I have nothing. I want to play this to prevent life now that we see their hand. Guess I'm going to block this one. I take an extra point of damage this way if they had to spell, but this survives. Yeah, so they had a spell. So they ended up killing that, but we saved 4 damage that way. Kinda just want to kill this. That was bad for me. Also messed up there, but I guess we knew the cards in their hand, so it was fine. But it was still poor sequencing. I should have killed that with the trigger on the stack. My full round lose this game that I thought we had a good chance of winning. Oh, they skipped their attack step. Now I feel real bad. Wasn't doing that to get them to skip anything. What'd they hit? Another light up the stage. And another land. That's pretty insane. That they're drawing this many lands. And another land. And a lightning strike. Well, it could have been worse. We have a 3/5 life linking wall now. We can attack and gain 3 and then play another. Or we could just play this. Or I guess technically we could play this. Don't actually know which is better. I guess this is. That's a good draw. It's kind of a weird attack to me. Because I gained life off of it. I guess they didn't know my hand. I can kill their things and play this. I could also shock and play this, but I don't feel like I want to do that. Just don't feel like I need to. Because they have to have a lightning strike. I guess I should be playing around Experimental Frenzy winning this game. Literally don't care if they kill this again. Oh, I'm doing that in the wrong order. No, I guess I get 2 triggers no matter what. I get 3 triggers this way. I did it the other way, I get 2 triggers. So I'll leave that on top if the only thing I'm worried about is Experimental Frenzy doing something super wild. Yep, put that in our hand. Well, I don't have a choice. I said put that in my hand like I have some wild choice here. They hit the Frenzy. They have 4 mana here. Well, awesome. This card got a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 3. So I don't have mana for it all? Unfortunate. Definitely am taking this. I guess I should just play everything out then, right? Let's get another rando blocker. With Yarok in play before Reef, you double the trigger of the land if you play it before. That's true, but the lands could just be bad or we could not hit a land, right? Could be right, though. I could have sequenced that wrong. I'm willing to believe that. So we want everything that kills a creature. That doesn't kill a creature. You can leave. They have planeswalkers, so I kind of want to keep these. but I don't know if I really should. Like, I'm tempted just to take the fault erasures out. Usually cut one land on the draw, but I don't know if that's right either. Well, if you played the Reef first, you get the Reef trigger. Then when you play the Yarok, you get 2 more triggers. So you get 3 triggers playing the Reef first. If you play the Yarok first, you get the Yarok trigger, or you get nothing from the Yarok. Then you get 2 Reef triggers and 2 land triggers. But you get those same 2 land triggers when you play the Yarok anyway. So no matter what, you're getting two Yaroks, right? I think Yarok goes first. Or, sorry, second. You'll get 1 Reef trigger without the Yarok and 2 Reef triggers with. Are you sure, JJ? Because we don't really have that many untapped lands, and taking damage doesn't seem like something I want to do on 2. Like, the only card I ever really want to get out of their hand, I feel, is Experimental Frenzy or a Planeswalker. I wouldn't sideboard out Thoughtseize if I was playing something like Esper Hero. I feel like I have a lot less to do with my mana in this deck. I guess I keep this. Or a lot less mana that doesn't deal me damage. Bonus on 5. Our hand's quite medium. But pretty good versus a 5 probably. Wonder what Wyatt does. I should have watched more of his stream. 28 lands, so theoretically we'll draw some lands, but even if we don't, maybe the Rejuvenator or the Reef will get us a land. The dodging the Steam should be important, but like we have 4 Disfigures, 2 Legion's Landings, and 4 Cast Downs. We have 8 2-mana removal spells. So I was thinking that we'd be able to do the dodging the Steamkin fairly easily. I think I want that still. Yeah, I want that, I think. Hey, who cares? What's up? I'm just gonna block here. I want to prevent as much life as I can. That's probably game now. That's unfortunate. That was a pretty good mulligan to 5 for them. I don't think I need another black mana, so... On the positive note, I think Yarok gets a lot better. Just playing this as a blocker now. I think Yarok gets a lot better when they have a Frenzy in play. Second day of first grade. How'd they like the first day? That's kind of a good draw, right? Is it wrong with me just playing Yarok now? If I play Yarok, I can't use the cast down, but there's a good chance they don't attack through the Yarok. This is game 2. I think I want to try to get the extra card. Well, I'm glad I didn't play the Yarok. Clearly genius. We'll put that on top too. I'm wild. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome that that she loved it. A lot of kids don't. They get intimidated and things of that nature. They had to pay all the mana for that. They have a Blood Sun. Blood Sun's not bad. What do you do? Isn't it gonna play tapped? I think I'm just gonna play this then. Certainly not blocking with Yarok here. We kept Legions in just for that. Or kept Legions Lint in our hand just for that. Oh, that's pretty decent too. They have another Frenzy in their hand. Yeah, it's off the top from the Frenzy. It's the only thing they could target with it. I guess we put that into play. At some point, I mean, we don't have a choice, but at some point we'll probably be able to uh, kill this anyway. We have Assassin's Trophies in our deck. Assuming that they don't go absolutely wild anyway. Obviously, it's pretty easy for them to go wild here. Like, they have to be a favorite here, when, especially once they hit the second Frenzy in their hand. Now that they have the second Blood Moon, I don't think we can win this game anymore. Also have one agent in my deck, so I still have some outs. So when I say we can't do something, I'm obviously being hyperbolic. I meant we're probably not favored to do it anymore. I don't even know if I'm supposed to still be attacking. They drew another Fry. Chain Whirler. Not too worried about that. Anything but a land? That's anything but a land. Really doesn't feel like we have outs, does it? Oh, well, it looks like I'm not attacking anymore. Might have been grossly negligent of me to even attack last turn. Oh no. They worked us pretty hard with their mulligan to 5. I have no sweepers or anything, so. Really, I'm just kind of sitting over here hoping they somehow mill themselves. And looking to see what they sided in. A bunch of fries? Those aren't very popular. Well, I'm dead. We know they have a Wizard's Lightning in their hand? Wait. So, we're dead this turn. Fry's just not very popular at the moment, though, is the thing. It honestly doesn't get a lot of play anymore. I didn't see, however, any lava thingies in that long of a game. So I wonder if I can just bring in the shifting ceratopses. No, I definitely don't like Ego. I think Ego's not a very good magic card. Like, I have to draw Ego before turn 3. I have to take a turn off to play it. Sorry, before turn 4. I have to take a turn off to play it, which I'm not going to be able to do in a good portion of games. And it can just be a dead card versus certain draws. I kind of want the 2 shiftings. Just 2 5/4s seem good here. I kind of want another Agent of Treachery too. It would have only have won me last game had I hit it before they played the Frenzies though. That's what I'm saying, the reason I don't like it. You don't know that you're going to draw it before they play the Frenzy. They're going to play a bunch of Blood Suns. Maybe I just don't worry about the field. I really don't know what to sideboard out. I kind of want all of these cards. Noxious Grass Pit's green and white, not red. Am I just not able to play this? Is it not good enough? Looks like this isn't good enough. This hand doesn't seem very good at all, does it? This is probably a mulligan too, but I'm going to keep it more out of sights than anything. Because you could keep this hand with Scape Shift and be pretty happy. But this isn't really a Scape Shift deck, it's just kind of a Scape Shift deck, so I'm not really sure what that means about opening hands and stuff. But they didn't play anything good, so that indicates to me that we're definitely getting Blood Sunned. Guess I'll take this and just hope I'm wrong. You can definitely keep this hand if you're playing Scape Shift. But we're not a Scape Shift deck. We're really kind of like an elemental mid-range deck. Which makes things confusing. Might as well attack because we're going to try to Blood Sun this away. Oh, we can't Blood Sun that away. Haha, I just forgot what Blood Sun... I just now remembered what Blood Sun did. It's not that good. They get to untap, replay it, and I'm not playing Scape Shifts. So it's not like I'm ever going to truly go off. I could see the argument if I was playing Scape Shift, or it could get one hell of a turn out of it, but I don't think I'm going to get that many giant turns out of it. Have double Experimental Frenzy? I don't really want to take 4 damage here. But I feel like I have to Agent of Frenzy or I'm going to lose. 5 damage then. Pretty sure I don't win this game from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that just gets stranded in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 7. That could be a good draw. I guess I should go ahead and kill this because I could have a land on top of my deck. I would definitely... I didn't see any Planeswalkers last game in like almost 40 cards, so that's a little disappointing. I think we have to get red or lucky to win now. Kind of felt like we had to get red or lucky to win anyway, but I just can't beat these decks. Black, blue, green, colorless. Guess I'll go ahead and use it. Interesting. Interesting. I guess I need to kill the frenzy. I probably don't want to let Doma untap in case there's multiple instants on top of their deck. Guess this game is winnable if they don't kill Yarok this turn. What a tilt! They just had 2 burn spells, so that was game. And we wasn't going to do much on our next turn either. I guess that's not true. Because I probably wouldn't have used the Assassin's Trophy on a Blood Sun. I'd have probably killed a thing. Because who would have expected to draw our last Blood Sun? Can't play the Reef when we have an Experimental Frenzy in play. Can't play cards out of our hands. Well, trust me, I would have loved to have had the Reef in play. The turn we drew the Reef, they had an Experimental Frenzy. We had 9 mana, an Agent, and a Reef. We couldn't cast them both. We had to choose. And I thought getting rid of their Frenzy was better. Especially if our life total. Man, that's 5 red decks I've lost to in a row. Nice guy Sears is telling my opponent I don't mind if they watch. Well, 2 of them were feather decks, technically, but I'm just saying like little reddish decks. I would have thought my matchup with this deck versus the red decks was okay. Apparently I'm wrong. Or I played bad or I drew bad, who knows. Could be a number of things. It is 9 a.m. and I've certainly not been in bed. It's kind of awesome to get paired versus a viewer, though. Maybe they'll talk to us after the match. I wonder who it was. I can't even look at the viewer list anymore. My old tool doesn't work. So I can't even try to guess who it was. What? Could be a mirror, more likely just Nexus or Bank or Scape Shift. I'm guessing. I always just guess that it's Nexus or sorry, Scape Shift. I never guessed that it's a mirror. Kinda want that. I think I lose game 2 more often than not, even if they don't. Oh, cool, we get to put another land in play. Wait. I don't. Now I'm disappointed. I don't have enough untapped lands to put another one in play, and I think just putting this in play is better. Could have hit, though. Like how I'm looking at that, like I have a choice not to put it in play. Yeah, we'll keep that. That card's awesome. And I need 4 particular mana next turn. Blue, black. Okay, so I can play this. I'll probably bring in the Unmoored Egos here. Yeah, well, it could have been worse. Could have got them both in a second. Let's take a peek ski over there at their hands. Oh, okay, they're playing Matt Ramp. Red Rover, Red Rover. What do we take? I'm more afraid of a Nissa than I am a Hydroid Crisis. There's an argument for being more afraid of Deputy of Detention than either. Like, if we're both ramping, I'm never going to be able to get the Teferi they have really off the field, though, so... Guess I'm just going to take that. Oh, you're pretty awesome. Hello. Hopefully, they don't need the Deputy here, but I guess even if they Deputy, it's not that bad. I'm not super worried about the Druid giving them mana because I think the game's going to last like 15 or 16 or 17 more turns anyway. And then they might always... They're always going to get the lands in those games, I think. I think I said 15, 16, or 17 lands, which is like super hyperbole. I definitely don't think the game's going to last 17 turns. But I do think there's a solid chance that it lasts a lot of turns. If I'm playing Elemental, I'll probably kill this. With the Disfigure. Like, I'm almost certainly killing this with the Disfigure this turn. Probably gonna bounce the zombie again, maybe? Well, getting a Crisis is nice. They have a pretty good hand. Yes, I have to take Krasis. Yeah, I have to take Krasis. I have Assassin Trophy that can already kill the Nissa. And I just don't want them to get a million cards at this point. I'll put that in my graveyard. I don't care a whole lot about the first Krasis anyway. So these are the cards in their hand. Okay. I guess I attack first. Oh crap! Do I actually have to click this to put it into play? That's kind of tilting. I didn't know that. It just puts it into play on Arena. So that's on me. That's on me. That does that differently on Arena. Whoopsie. Whoopsie has been called. Are we a semi-large Crazy? Crazy? Wait, how is it a pump? Because I don't know how the program works. I know what I was doing. I just didn't do it right. It's not a punt. It's just me being a silly Billy. I guess it's a punt. Who cares? It can be a punt. All the punts. So we can get back to Yarok now. Which is pretty decent. Getting back to Yarok's kind of decent, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have 1 mana left over. attack the Nissa with everything. They're probably just going to let it die. But if they don't let it die, they block the 5/6 and 2/2/2s. So they can't save the Nissa, but they'd probably kill both my Shivan Reefs. I don't want them to kill my Risen Reefs. Pretty sure I'm just going to get back my Yarok here. Then play Field of the Dead. Well, I guess I should play Field of the Dead first. Then like kill the knight, and then attack the one thing with the Cavalier. All 3 zombie tokens, 1 reef and 1 rejuvenator. That way I get to keep a reef. That's probably fine, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh wait, I don't have enough black mana for all that. JK, that's not what we're doing. Alright, plan B. Yeah. It would double the trigger for the 1 field, but if I play the field before I play the Yarok, I get 4 Risen Reef triggers, and I'm likely to hit at least 1 land, if not more. But I don't have enough black to do all that anyway. I guess I have enough black to do it if I don't worry about the disfigure. If I spend 2 of those, I get 1 back. No, I still don't have enough. That would be tapped, but it'd be replaced. No, I still don't have enough. Alright, well I just don't have enough mana to do anything I want. You know what that does? That sucks. Well, hoo-wah. I think just Assassin's Trophy this. Attack Nissa with all of these. And this. What happens? If I kill both of these, I kill Nissa this way for sure. I guess I'm fine with that. Get to save the Field of Ruin this way too. Which means another deputy attention. Another deputy doesn't get me. Oh, they hit a 3rd Kresa? That's not a Kresa. I don't care about that card at all. Ooh. So with this on the stack, I want to go ahead and do this, right? So we're going to play the Yarok. Get a bunch of triggers. Apparently we have to click these over here. Have another, what you call it. Apparently clicking them fast doesn't help. Uh, these come into play any way I want them, right? Sure, I'll leave that on top twice just to guarantee I get a land. Uh, I am not playing a Jason case I deck. I'm just not going to deck. Ever. Kind of went wild that turn. I already forgot what our opponent's playing, but I'm pretty sure Noxious Grass and Cast Downs were elite here. I'm pretty sure this card's elite here. I think those are pretty good here. I think these are pretty medium. For some reason, I side this card out every game, and I'm just confident that I'm wrong about it, but I still keep doing it. Is it wrong to take my grazers out here? I think it's wrong to take my grazers out here. I really want to take my grazers out here. Maybe I just don't need the cast downs. I feel like these games go so long that grazers just end up not mattering. Alright, so it's technically possible, I guess, for me to deck, it's just not probable. They'd have to get, like, deputies and ways to bounce them. They've already gone through two. And I didn't have to go off like that. I was just reasonably confident that they didn't have anything in their hand. So, like, in different situations, I wouldn't have played 1,000 cards that turn. Guess I should start with the Memorial to Folly in case I really want to cast down something on turn 2. But can't imagine what I'd cast down on turn... JK, can't cast down that anyway. Hopefully they don't have the turn 4 Nissa. It's an interesting one. Could already be dead if they have it. I'm just trying to ramp and get to agents though. It looks like we can't stop them ramping at all. That was interesting. Um, It'll kill. I think so if it's multiple of the same ones. Pretty sure I'm just gonna play this. Let's see what we get. There's a chance that they have a counter spell. I think I'll kill this too. We have 7 mana now, so our agents get to do cool things. Theoretically. Okay. That's unfortunate. Hmm. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, really. Taking agent. Agent into Nissa's tempting. Agent into this is less tempting, I guess. Let's start with this. Definitely playing agent. Just are we targeting Nissa, Vivian, or the land? If we target the land, we get to attack the Vivian with a 5/5. Which feels kind of solid. I don't know if it feels good enough, though. I guess we just pass. It gives me a lot of mana for next turn. The problem with taking the land and attacking is I can't kill the Nissa because no matter what, its loyalty just goes to 1. And if they want to save the Vivian, that's their choice for the Risen Reef. Whereas next turn, I'll be able to agent. Oh, well, that was pretty good. Next turn, I'll be able to agent, take their Vivian, kill something with their Vivian. So they don't have enough damage to kill Nissa. So, like, theoretically, next turn I'll be able to make some mana, Nissa tick up, steal a Vivian, kill a Deputy, kill a Time Raveler. You know, all the fun things. Maybe. Hold on to Legion's End. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana next turn? The agent win? What's the agent win? Like to draw 3 cards with agent? That'd be pretty cool. I have played agent before, stole it to fairy, put agent back in my hand. When I had a Yarok in play even. That was fun. Alright, so now they can kill Danissa. That's incredibly bad for me. What do I do now? Wait, you win? I thought it was just draw 3 cards. Yeah, you just draw 3 cards. Do I just steal the 5/5 and attack the Vivian? Guess I steal the 5/5 and attack the Vivian. Every time I've ever done it, though, somebody scoops, so I guess it's kind of like winning. Because I can just take the Vivian and make it simple. No idea what you're thinking of. And they tap, so no attacky for us. The game's actually kind of hard. Probably made a number of play mistakes, and I'm down to 8 minutes. In this game, if we lose, is going to take 3 or 4 or 5 minutes or something like that. So the odds of us the odds of us having to concede here, or not concede here, but not be able to make decisions in game 3 are probably relatively high. Yeah, JK, we're probably just gonna die. We're probably dead now. Maybe I was supposed to take this. I really just don't know what I was supposed to do. I can kill this now. But I don't know how far that gets us. We're at 5. They'd still have this. We can kill that a number of ways. There's nothing we can do to kill this, though. Well, I guess that's not true. We can kill this. Kill this. Attack this. And then play one of these to block. Alright, start with you. I have a negate and another Nissa. Awesome. I guess we can't win then. Alright. Different plan then. We gotta try to go super big. Gotta try to go super big now. Also sequence this turn wrong, I think. Super big, I said. Was really hoping to do a little bit better on my triggers there. Probably, if they hit a deputy, we're obviously dead, but I guess we're not dead. They tap their blue thing. We have 2 blockers. Yeah, it's a long one. I only have 6 minutes left. I think I'm going to time out. But that's with streaming. It's just part of streaming. What did they just play? I did not see what they just played. So the goals here is just to be alive at the end of the turn. So we block you, block you, block you, take 3 and don't care. Alright, so we're going to start with this. Oh wait, no, we know they have a negate, but they don't have the mana. I'm just clicking things right now, by the way. You see how much time we have left. I apologize if I'm not reading chat. I'm not tapping the right mana and stuff here. I realize all of that. I clicked that wrong. So, like, I guess... Again, I'm clicking these wrong. I've wasted a minute on this turn already. Guess I don't care about their Shivans. If they hit another deputy, we're dead. So there's a good argument that I should have killed the Paradise Druid here. In fact, I think I 100% should have killed this Paradise Druid. I think I made a mistake. I think that's on me. Again, just playing very, very fast. Alright, well, at least it turns out that killing the Paradise Druid would not have mattered. That doesn't do anything. It said GG, so maybe I GG, or maybe they're GG'd. Who knows? Blue, colorless, green, colorless, whatever. If I didn't click that and put it into play, oh god, I'm going to time out, maybe. Bottom. I've not 100% got it. We'll go ahead and put that there. Sure. Go try to get their, I guess take their Crisis then. Again, this is wrong sequencing. I'm just trying to kill all the time. I killed myself. So the main reason I killed myself here is because I wasn't looking at anything because I was paranoid about running out of the clock. So that's 100% on me. This isn't a game that I should have lost. There's no Nexus in this build, no. But like I said, I was super worried about how much time's left here. So basically, I just put no thought into these turns. I was just trying to get the game over with. And I don't have enough to kill them. They have 3 blockers. No, I guess I have... I'm 1 shy. Or am I exactly there? I'm a lot shy. That kind of sucks. Well, we have to try to win a game. We have to try to win multiple game or a game on the draw or something now. It's not a game that you lose ever if you're not having to start the clock or in paper because we were already ahead 1-0. It's like 100% win in those games. I don't think that hand can win quick enough. Sure. We keep. Put our 7 drop on bottom. And just streaming in general is slower than playing, so. Like, I probably have 8 more minutes on the clock right now. If I'm actually streaming, or if I'm actually playing off stream. They had a second land, that's not great for us. It's one we can't kill too. Not reading the chat at all right now, sorry Trickery. I would have Who Cares, but I basically milled myself. It wasn't a losable game, but I lost it. If they double block here, they're back into Stone Age, and maybe I can win in time. And if they don't double block here and play some kind of other spell, we can Assassin's Trophy it and probably get damage in next turn either way. And not only that, we'd be able to kill the 2 Paradise Druids. Especially when they miss land 2. That was just really bad, or really unfortunate for them. So this thing tramples, and it can't be targeted by deputy of detention. So I'm not necessarily sure what the out is here. But I guess that thing, this can't block, so it's going to attack with this. Alright, so we got it anyway. Ooh, it was a close game. Close match. It's a pretty interesting match, and I'm pretty confident that I made about 1 million play mistakes. And I just got super fortunate that they got mana screwed game 3. I got really lucky that game. Like, really lucky. Oh. So I'm going to have to play a little bit faster, because that's now a game that I almost lost the time, and a second game that I potentially could have lost the time. But, we're going to keep on going and seeing if we can get a pity trophy. We got to win one of the next 2. We're already 2 hours into this stream, and we've only played 3 matches, so that's not good. I'm learning a lot, though. I'm learning that that buttons click so fundamentally different from MTGO to Arena, and I have no idea why they would code them that differently. I wonder who that person was in chat. I don't have a chat log anymore. Like, I can't look at chat anymore. Like, I never know who's here anymore. I used to have a tool down here to tell me people in chat, but I don't have it anymore, which makes me sad. I'm sure there's tools out there that some people have. Oh, they moved it up here. Awesome, I figured it out. Never mind. I'm going to assume it's this person. I dare not try to pronounce their name. It's a heck of a game, though. I got really lucky game 3. Like, really, really lucky game 3. I don't know if I want this Tameo in this main deck. Theoretically, the Tameo should be good, especially because the Cavalier's kind of filling your graveyard a little bit, but I keep wanting to sideboard out one more card than I have. And, you know, that Tameo could just be a 3rd agent in the main deck, and that'd be awesome. Agent's my new favorite pet card, by the way. Alright. Call me a Timmy, call me what you will, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this card, but even more so obsessed with this card. This deck's complicated. It might be almost as complicated as the Legends deck. Or maybe I'm just bad. Yep, not playing. I'm playing a list without a single Nexus. I don't think it should matter if I'm paying attention. Like, instead of like being afraid I'm going to time out. But Hoogland's build had a Nexus, but it was always so bad for me. Like, I never took an extra turn, I never come close to milling myself. Three Grazers, by the way, is probably not a great hand, but I gotta be honest, I'm not sure that I noticed the third one. I noticed the 2, but I don't think I noticed the third. I did just deck myself, but again, I was playing as fast as I possibly could and not really paying attention because I was afraid I was going to clock myself. I was just trying to get it over with, and then I went too far. And that's on me. I can't blame the deck for that. That's just me playing poorly. Taste it, Teferi. Like, that's not the deck's fault at all. That's the player's fault. Hmm. Red Rover, Red Rover. Please don't time wipe. It feels to me like when you play a Krasis for 2 like that, your hand's either super weak or you have time wipe. This signal boosts time wipe so hard, doesn't it? So there's no reason to do that one. Maybe there's no reason to even attack with the Reef at all. What if it's just a Bant control deck with Settled Wreckage or something? Yeah, I felt like it couldn't be anything but that. And I made a play error. Well, my play error wouldn't have mattered. They would have just done that in response, but... Do I have another? Why? Well, mana screwed, or you know that you're setting up the exact play that we were talking about. They could have already had the time wipe and knew what they were doing. I hate that card. I stand by, I don't understand that card, and don't think that card's particularly good. But it seems to be the flavor of the month when it comes to these decks. I'm kind of screwed here. I don't really have anything I can do. Kill Golas, I guess. I don't feel like it does anything. I already feel like I'm dead this game. Like, none of my plays seem good. Killing this doesn't seem good. Guess that's what I'm gonna do, though? Like none of my options seem good here. He has Hydroid Crisis that can be amazing. He's got a little Teferi, and he had 5 other cards. Any one of them could just be Scape Shift. What are my outs? Of course I lose if he does that. Can't worry about what we lose to. We got to worry about what we beat at this point. We don't beat too damn much. So, Teferi, 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 and don't put Yarok in combat? Guess I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's potential, but I feel like they go off so much easier to me that if they're having a bunch of zombies, I don't think we win very many games. Maybe that's inaccurate. That's kind of what it feels like. El Monsteroid Cracerino. We're leaving a mana untapped. It's peculiar. Why did they leave a mana untapped? Why did they leave a mana untapped? Guess I'm starting with this either way. It's not attacking this turn, I guess. Yeah, they are. I looked. They've not spoken yet, but they are in chat, yes. Treachery, still 2 things might do something? Detention Spirit does something. Hmm. Pretty excited about the opportunities this turn. Again, I don't think we beat another time wipe, so we're not really trying to beat a time wipe here. They hit the escape shift, so we're still dead. My goals now is just somehow be alive. Haven't done the math. Well, he doesn't have the full 4 fields. We killed one. He has 3 fields. So he's going to get 9. He's going to get 27. And I'm going to be able to block a lot. Obviously, there's a good chance they just have another deputy or like another Teferi bounce deputy kill my zombies. Like, we're still not a favorite here. They only had 2 more. Did I kill one already? Oh, I did kill one already. I apparently killed one already and didn't realize. That's interesting. I still can't beat another deputy. So they have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 attackers. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blockers. I'm too lazy to do the math. I'm just going to play my spells. None of you are the other field I was hoping for. I don't know how you just auto stack triggers. I know there's a button for it, and it would certainly be useful right now. Pretty sure I'm dead. I don't know if I played my land that turn. But I have more creatures than them now. I guess I'm not dead. Unless they have a deputy. Or a little Teferi. Yeah, I have more creatures than they do now. Again, I wasn't really counting. I was just pressing buttons. If I'd noticed that, I wouldn't have used that Teferi there. I would have saved a Teferi to bounce my agent and steal both of their Field of the Deads on the following turn. But I wasn't paying attention. So again, that's on me, and it could be the outcome of this game. Try F7 at your own risk. Alright. Hard pass Internet Arena. This deck would be a lot easier to play in paper, by the way. So we do have enough mana next turn to use the Memorial of Genius. To look for the other field, I guess, if we want. Maybe we can kill our Cavalier and get our other agent back. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we'd have 6. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have well more than enough to use a Memorial and get our Treachery back if possible. We're somehow ahead on the clock too, because we be wild and crazy boys. Oh, opponent's got Nexus of Fate. Oh no. Opponent only have Nexus of Fate. That's not good for me. That's probably just me gonna die. Our opponents are playing such weird cards today. Cards I refer to as win more cards. And that's game. Zoink. 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 Goodbye. The hell else do I cut? Am I wrong again for just wanting to cut grazers? Feels like you draw them into late game and they're just so bad. Alright. Well, let's keep this hand with triple unmoored ego and give a prime example of why I call this card bad, as it will do nothing. Well, it'll certainly do nothing if we can't cast it. $28 land deck, so assumed we would hit a land. Guess I want to take this one, Kind of confused why they didn't play it. I guess they were expecting me to have a counterspell. Guess this card doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, they now get to cast this. I guess I need to put that land on the bottom of my library. Because we've now lost this game. I can't win. That wouldn't have mattered. Unmoored Ego. Terrible magic card. Hey, Lars. What's up? Do you come to watch me play a deck that's way too hard for me to play? I mean, they got a Field of the Dead and a Golos in play next turn, and I still just have 3 lands. I don't have the cards in my deck to come back from that board spot. My deck doesn't really come back like that, especially with 3 lands. And no Reefs, or no Yaroks, or no Cavaliers. Like, I'm still 2 lands away from casting the Yarok in my hand. He's also got a Nexus of Fate in their hand. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't lose that turn, but I believe that game was 100% over. I don't think there's a world I can win that. Maybe I'm wrong. I was playing video games with a friend, and they logged off, so I figured, let's rock. I think I thought Erasured probably the right card. And then I left the wrong card on top of my library. I don't know, taking the Golos might have been right. Yeah, I played it once. It's another deck that's super complicated and is very slow to play. And I think nearly every game I won was because my opponent was playing worse than me. Like, they kept making attacks every single turn where, like, they would kill one of my creatures and my Teferi when I had a Kethis in play, and I would just replay them and start milling again on the following turn. It was kind of weird. But, like, that happened game after game. But I couldn't quite figure out why they were doing it. I even had one opponent just, like, I beat them game 1, and I'm not exactly sure how good the match was. Like, I believe they were on aggro deck, but don't quote me on that. And, just we went to sideboarding, and they didn't want to play anymore. I guess I want this versus most opponents. Hey, we get to disfigure again. Good days, good days. This hand's really slow, though. Maybe I should draft some cons. I think cons drafts, like, either here or right around the corner, one of the two. A Dino deck. We have some cast downs and some Noxious Grafts in our sideboard. I'll answer that question for you, George. Maybe if you ask me to, but probably not. Why would Sean be there? It's not going to be anybody playing anything but Commander. I'm sure he'll come down if you beg him. I said beg. Beg, I said. I guess I can ignore that. I guess I need to land no matter what. Red Rover, be there. George is going to be there with his friend. He doesn't believe you. He said you're a filthy liar, Sean. So we have one Assassin's Trophy in our hand. What in the world are we actually supposed to kill? Well, I guess anything I can? Oh, kind of far behind here. I'm probably just going to play the Yarok, though. I don't know if that's right. I know it can't block the shifting Ceratops, but it can at least block the Marauder. Is this a Galta? Unfortunate. This went really bad for me. Um, how do I beat any of this? What could I draw? I can't draw anything, can I? I need to draw an untapped green source? Untapped green source it is. That's not an untapped green source at all. This doesn't do anything, right? So I'm just dead now? No outs? If they attack with everything, I can trophy this, block this, take 7, assuming they miss, that's still dead. Uh, anything I can get with this? Nope. This doesn't do anything, so I just don't have any outs at all then? Was my out them making a play error? Oh well. Maybe they'll outthink themselves and not attack with much. JK, they're playing something pre-combat, they're definitely attacking with all. Alright, well. Off to a good start. Legion's End's good enough to kill the mana producer, but that's about it. I don't know if Thought Erasers are very good either. I just want to try to ramp and do whatever they're doing but better. I don't actually know. Okay. So Lars, tell me what to play in MLCS this weekend. So I have a reason to actually get out of my bed. That deck's too hard for me. Come on. You know better than that. Maybe I should play Vampires. Vampires is like 50-50 versus the mill deck. But I've been getting paired versus so much red deck wins and so many like main deck golden demise decks lately. Just been getting paired versus so damn many of them. Cause just play Scape Shift. Oh, don't have another Land of Werewolf. That's not fair. I declare not fair, sir. Okay, I don't want that, but guess not right now. And you're hell bent on that door. Did I tell you, George, that I actually found the singleton list of it? Or not the singleton list, the one for that last event. I finally found it. Right after it's too late to matter. Rip. There went a second Yarok. Oh gosh. Um. Now what? They don't have three cards in their hand. Well, I guess they don't have three cards in their hand for long, but still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess I have to take one of the basics. Because if I take the other field, I would have to hit like a rejuvenator to guarantee that I have enough lands next turn. So what are we hoping for here? Guess we're hoping for no collision because I'm just not going to block. Or I'm going to block in a manner that a collision would beat me. That one's not too bad. It's actually not a bad draw. Spoiler, we're still dead this turn. If they have much of anything. Okay. I hope they don't get something too good. No, it's only opponent stuff. So if they hit a Galta, the game's over. They hit a Galta. Well, I actually thought we would win that game. Disappointed. Wah, wah, wah. Do I play bad, or is the deck bad? Who knows? Don't know. I like the deck, though. The deck's fun. Not sold on the Tameo. To be honest, I'm not sold on the Yaroks. It might just should be a Simic ramp deck or a Bant ramp deck. They do what their deck did. Can't be upset about that. Hoped for better, but can't be upset that they drew those cards. Like that's why they're in the deck. When we were playing Jund, that's the kind of draws we were having, which is why we were smashing folks up until Scapeshift took over. Though Scapeshift's not popular anymore. Based on the metagames we've been getting paired versus in MTGO leagues, Jund would probably be very good. Yeah, it feels like it could be potentially just worse than Bant. I'm obsessed with this card though. Like this card's been super impressing. And the main reason that I was trying this black build is because, like, earlier I got paired versus 2 feather decks and 4 red deck win decks. Or, sorry, 2 feather decks, 2 red deck wins. And then off stream I got paired versus 3 red deck wins, a vampire, and another feather deck. And I was just like, well, if everybody's trying to beat me with little creatures, I want to play the deck that can at least sideboard into 4 disfigures and stuff, but... Because I don't beat those decks with Bant either. They say that Bant beats vampires and stuff, but I never beat them with it. I just get smashed. But that could be a user problem, not a deck problem. I'm pretty obsessed with Agent, though. Wyatt, I got this deck from Wyatt Darby's stream, and from what I watched, he was just crushing with it. And obviously Wyatt is, you know, exceedingly better than me. Like, he is one of the more... For somebody who I've only known about for about a year, he's super impressive, in my opinion. Like, I know he's not had, other than the PT, not had a ton of success, but I've watched a lot of his streams, and, like, he's always crushing on his streams, and he's so well-spoken, and, like, can clearly convey his thoughts, where, like, if I try to explain, I just sound like I'm talking in circles and bumbling around because I can't explain things well. But I could not be more impressed by his stream. But that's where I got this deck. I thought it was kind of cool. But then again, he plays everything, so just because he was playing this deck doesn't necessarily mean he thinks it's good. He just likes to test things and have fun. Why can I not load Twitch? Looking for somebody to host, but my Twitch won't load. But this could just be worse than Bant. My results, I tried Bant for a while, and I did terrible with Bant. Like, I just did so bad with Bant. I was probably winning, even after like watching Mengucci and reading both of his 2 articles, like I was still winning like sub 45% of my games. I was even losing the Scape Shift, and supposedly that's one of your good matches? But what do I know? I think we've established I'm not great. Anyway, I'm gonna go get food, so enjoy watching Canister, everyone. Maybe he'll make fun of something. Take care, everybody, and thank you so much for coming by. I'll be back sometime.